Hello and welcome back to another showcase. I look stupid and feel stupid wearing this. What is this? Well, it's the Painted Guardians, well, his attire. Their attire anyway. They're no longer around. They're only in the first Dark Souls. I see very little reason why you'd find this. Because the painting which they protect is long gone in Analondo. Nowhere to be seen at all. But no matter, their sword still remains. The Painted Guardian's curved sword, which they all use exclusively. Sometimes they use two of them, but in this game you only get one, at least until you do an art playthrough and get two of them. Okay, but description reads: a weapon is scripted in legends passed down amongst heretics, wielded by the Painting Guardians. A uniquely shaped weapon with a flat tip. The skill? The chained dance. Execute a relentless, consecutive attacks while tracing a circle in a unique dance with deadly grace. Okay. Did I mention these guys weren't very hard to kill? Yeah, in the original game, they're mostly just used numbers against you, or the threat of pushing you off a very high place. Like a bunch of assholes they are. Throwing little knives at you. God, they're annoying. But yes, but is their weapon any good in Dark Souls 3? Well, in terms of visual style, it's extremely short. It is just barely longer than a dagger. So this weapon already has a basic con of being extremely short. Now that'll actually be a problem down the line. Otherwise, it's a curved sword with that flat tip. Rather bizarre looking. Weird. Very weird. But you only get one and not two. Weird. Anyway, for the stats, well, when looking off, we got an average amount of physical. It's more of a faster DPS weapon, so that's why the physical is a little bit lower. We also got bleeding effect. And on top of that, the attribute bonus, oh boy, a B. Now that's a good sign. My dexterity isn't the highest point, a B is still excellent. The drill requirements requires next to no strength, but a lot of dexterity. For the chain dance, it does 5 points to activate it, and then to follow up with your power attack, it costs 15. And the weight's next to nothing at all. I also like to add that the durability isn't exactly impressive. It's below average. Most weapons averagely either go between 70 durability or 60, and this weapon only has 55. So with bleeding effect, your idea is getting close, hit a lot of consecutive hits, and hope that bleed damage kicks in. Alright, on to the animations. The basic attack, basic horizontal swings. Power attack is a bit of a twirl and a pretty much downward drop. Two-handed, basic attack, well, sideways swings yet again. This is with two hands. Two-handed power attack is pretty much the same thing, but this has the plain one. The special attack, when you use the attack once and follow up with a power or like heavy attack, you'll do the chain dance. The quick attack is just a quick swipe, and also, this weapon can be used to parry in your offhand, if you're into that thing. At least it's there. So on the upgrade path, this weapon is plain, so you use Titanite shards to upgrade. And we see on the second upgrade, the bleeding damage gets upgraded slightly. And you get roughly 9 points per upgrade. And when you get to here, you just pretty much notice that you're getting a little bit of upgrades. But it's okay. Not tremendously. However, here it is on the 6th upgrade. The attribute bonus for dexterity goes from B to A. That's awesome. This weapon gets to A just by plain upgrades alone. That is quite something. This pretty much, it's just too bad you can't get to S. I tried even infusing it with other things, but I couldn't quite get it. But anyway, on the performance side, well, let's hope you're good at getting really close to your enemy. I mean, like, uncomfortably so. Look, they got pretty good dodge in this guy's fucking blade. So it was enough. Now, in terms of DPS, it actually isn't that fast. I kind of expect the weapon to be a little bit faster when looking at it. Damage-wise, it's okay. It's okay. But, in terms of overall damage, it gets a meh. But against the little guys, they still use 2 hits, despite the heavy dexterity on it. The special attack hits in many consecutive hits. It's okay against them. I'll try it on all these guys here. Meh. So I have to say about that. Didn't do that great. Now I don't expect to get through a shield in those hits. This thing hits so lightly. And the critical is only 260? That's underwhelming. It's a bigger opponent. I missed, out of 4 hits, I missed 2 of them because the blade was so short. The damage is meh. This weapon's doing an unusually low amount of damage. For its high dexterity, like, you know, high dexterity build, and I'm getting almost 100 bonus out of it for having, like, you know, an average, like, you know, not a dedicated dexterity build, but at least having one. It's not exactly doing impressing me here. Against my final opponent, I wasn't sure I wanted to fight these guys with this thing. But I will nonetheless. And again, the damage just isn't there. And I can't use, and whenever I try to use the special, even if they attack me during a special, it stops the process. Exactly, right there, it stops the process. I have to resort to backstabbing, which is weak. Then using following up the power attack, just so at the point where they can't hit me back. This weapon is not doing it for me at all. I must rely on backstabbing. The damage isn't there. It's short. And great, took too long. Yeah, it's just not working at all. This weapon, I initially thought it'd be awesome, but this weapon's not good. At least here in the field, it's just not doing it for me. This is the 3rd round of it. I fight every opponent 3 times. I just don't go around it once. And nearly every 3 times, I gotta resort to backstabbing. But that's the long and the short of it. Anyway, on to pros and cons. On the pro side, we've got a very light weapon. Only 1.5 in weight. It also has unique animations. And has a good chain attack when performed. On the con side, it's lacking damage. The backstabs are weak. It's really short, becoming a problem how short it is. And as much as it claims to have a good bonus for dexterity, I'm really not seeing it there at all. And the special can be easily interrupted by other opponents. So, that's the pros and cons of this. I think this weapon gets a pass, and not a recommendation for me, that's for certain. So, weapon's weak, it's short, and special's no good. Kind of just as pathetic as the Painted Guardians are in Dark Souls. Where they used their numbers to overwhelm you. A single Painted Guardian stood no chance against a player. First playthrough or 5th. 12th didn't matter. Those guys are weak, and it seems their blade shares that sentiment this time around. But hey, that's Showcase for today. I thank you for watching, and take care.